Welcome back to River Funsies. On this episode, I'm going to do a fishing guide review of a trip I had to Memphis recently, and going to have another video coming up shortly about my trip to the pyramid in the background, the Great Memphis Pyramid. So got down to the marina and met up with the Fish Memphis guide service, and it was a pretty short trip to where we needed to go. Probably about 10 minutes out of the marina and down the Mississippi River to this, it's kind of a grain dock. There was all these kind of different facilities up and down the river that barges pull up to and load up with different farm products. And the fishing guide was looking for eddies to fish around, because the main target was catfish. And I learned a lot on this trip about the river and how people fish for catfish in this area. And I guess a lot of people don't eat the fish, so this was more of a trophy fishing trip to see if you could catch a 20 or 30 or 40 pound catfish. And it consisted of setting up poles in the back of the boat and fishing at different depths, 80 to 90 feet deep, with pretty large chunks of cut bait, Asia carp fillets, shad, and different things that he had just caught with the cast net at the marina when we had arrived. So that spot, after a few hours, didn't really pan out. There was no bites. Now I will say that the guide before we started did say that the weather conditions probably were not the best for fishing, but we wanted to give it a shot because I was on a trip to Memphis hanging out with my brother-in-law, and he wanted to take me fishing. So we went to another spot that the fishing guide knew about, and another short trip. I believe it was maybe 10 minutes to another of those different facilities along the river, and set up again. And he had a trolling motor that would keep us hovering over the spot we needed to be. And it was a lot of sitting and waiting and just discussing the different conditions of the river, what he looks for, some of the fish he's caught in the past. We did have alcohol with us, so that was helpful. The guide didn't drink, but we sure did. And it was cold that day, so it was good that the boat did have one of those plastic screens when we were running, so we didn't get blasted in the face with super cold air. Here's an example of one of those barges I was mentioning that would move up and down the river, and this one swapped out with a empty barge right next to us. So that's kind of neat to watch the guys on those ships work and operate the machinery and fill the boats up with, like I said, whatever farm product it was that they were using. And just enjoyed the nice weather and the nice day. I did finally hook up and pulled in this catfish. It's a blue cat, and it didn't fight real hard. It may have been because of the cold weather. And here's the guide pulling it in for me. And that was the only fish that we caught that day. I think there was one other bite, but he did warn us up front that it would be slow, so fair enough. And he was able to get the fish safely unhooked. And then, of course, we have to do the obligatory photo with the fish. and he was kind enough to take our picture. And this fish was a little deformed. One eye was underdeveloped, so maybe there's a reason you don't eat the fish in this river. A lot of people choose not to. I was told it wasn't a good idea, so we threw it back. I guess there's a lot of pollution being right next to Memphis. So, not a bad day out on the water. I caught a 17-pound blue catfish. I caught a buzz. I caught all this knowledge about the Mississippi River. And I got to hang out with my brother-in-law. So, please like, share, and subscribe. I have some more videos coming out soon. And y'all have a good one.